Good morning, everyone. It's your girl here. How you living? How you living? We are on part two of the journal cover. I decided to do two parts because I just can't wait. I think if we're gonna do the cover, we need to do it all and not wait until mid-series. I'm not saying that you get further along that you can't add to it the cover because you obviously can. So what we're going to do today is this window. Now what you're going to need is some kind of clear plastic. This here I got, ooh, there's something in it. This here I went to one of my Cricut mats and I kept it because I knew I wanted to use it for a project. So, and this is the perfect project, but you can get it from food packaging or you can order some from Amazon if you want. But I'm sure you can get this like from some kind of packaging that you have. So what we're going to do is, I know I don't need a huge piece, so I'm just going to eyeball it. I want it to be a little bigger. That way um, I can I'm going to use double-sided tape to adhere it down. So I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. That way, I don't know, just eyeball it. You want to make sure that you can glue or use double-sided tape around the edges. And I need to cut some of this off because it's too wide. There we go. And what I want to do is I want to add something here. So let's just say we have this. You could take something like, oh, you can't even see. You can't even see. Let's do this way. You can do it like this, and you just have something showing through the cover. So let me see if I can fix this a little bit better. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere this down, and I'm going to use some double-sided tape. And I don't want to put it too close to the window opening because I don't want it to show through. So go. Now you can use glue if you want to because we're going to cover uh, the edging of this so it don't so you're not going to see whatever it is that you use excuse me, to adhere this down. Now I'm just using my Cricut tool to kind of pick up the uh, paper part on this tape. Just makes it easier to get it up, to get it off. So there we go. And then I want to take my piece here. I think I need to clean that off just a little bit. And I'm just going to use one of these little wipes I have. They're for lenses. I get them at Dollar General in their dollar aisle, and they work great for your glasses. But we're going to use it for this. Hopefully it'll clean that up a little bit. I'm not too worried if something's on it because I want it to have a natural vintage kind of feel to it. But I want you to be able to see through it too. So let's move that out of the way. And I'm just going to wipe this off a little bit. Oh, dummy. Okay. It definitely isn't perfect, but we're going to use it anyway. So you're just going to lay that down. So now you have your window. Now to decide what I want to put in this window. I have this little package. I got this, I think, from Amy Love. Oh, I think I did. I've gotten so many little happy mails and extra things in my orders when I order things that I don't necessarily remember who I got it from. Oh, this is so cute. Oh, this is so cute. So I think I want to use this. And then maybe put, I don't want to put the butterfly. And you, again, use whatever you want, whatever you have. It's absolutely fine. Let me move this up a little bit. And then maybe put that right there. But I want something. Where is that paper at that I just had? Now you can use fabric in this as well. Absolutely up to you what you want to use. I don't want my paper to be as big. I'm just guessing in what I'm going to do here. You could easily take that and put that there. I don't think I like that. Nope. Let's see. What else do we have? Ooh, I like this though. And then we could put that there. Yeah, I like the leaf. There's something else in there. Let me see what I got. I have all kinds of little wooden things that can be used. But I don't want to do that. Ooh. Oh, I don't want to use that either. Let's see. Wait. I kind of like Big Ben there. I kind of do. Um, let's see. But I also got these things. I don't know if I want to add these. These are Tim Holtz, and they're just little people. Well, some are little people, some are big people. Ooh. That's cute. And then we could take these little things. Ooh, that's cute. I kind of like that. I think I might do that. I think I might do that for inside. because I really like that. I think it really is I think it's very cute. Let me see, can I slip? Yeah, I kind of like that. All these little pieces are hard to pick up. I think I'm going to do that because I really like the way that looks as I'm dropping everything on the floor. Trying to put this stuff up real quick. I don't want to lose it. And I will if I don't put it up. So I think that's what I want to do. So let's do, we're going to need another piece of plastic. So I want to, because I want to see it on the other side too, kind of. I don't want it closed in. Oh Lord, I can't talk. So I'm going to put that there and that there. Ooh, that looks nice. Ooh, I like that. Okay. So we're going to do that. I ain't even got this in frame. There. That's what we're going to do. Okay. Now I need to kind of stick these pieces together. Because you don't want them moving around too much. So we need to there, and then I'm just using double-sided tape to kind of stick these together. If you have glue dots, that would work too. Ooh, if I can get that off. There we go. And then we want to do, I want this to go underneath. Okay. So that's going to be like that. And then this is going to turn like that. So I need to put some tape over here on this side of this. Listen, you don't want your double-sided tape to show, but you want it to be adhered so it doesn't go moving around too much. There we go. And then our little girls are going to stick to the front of these here. And then you're going to just pop that off. And then I'm going to fold that up a little bit because I don't want it to show. Okay. So when you put this together, that's what you got. Dude, that looks cool. It looks cool. Now we're going to tape this to the inside of this. So you're going to need some more double-sided tape. Just going to line that again like you did before. And do that. Now, oh, I'm really liking this cover the way it's turning out. I think it's going to look absolutely amazing. Okay, so there it is. I love that. I absolutely love that. You know, I've even thought about, I don't know if this would work or if I want to do this, but I have an idea. As soon as I find my scissors again. There they are. I thought about doing, just lay that like that. No. Let's see. Ooh. What do we think? I don't know. I mean, that wouldn't be horrible. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I think I just like the see-through. Okay, so now we're going to do the inside here. And I think I just want to use this fabric on the inside. So I need to, oh my goodness. I need to get my fabric. It's where I need it. Okay. Now, I'm not going to cover the spine again. Because I still need to sew through. Well, I guess I could. I got enough here. And I just want this for the inside of my journal. I think that'll be very pretty. But I do want to think about a closure, though. And I think I want to use this fabric for a closure. Now, the way I'm going to do it is I am just going to I'm going to tear a strip and then I'm going to cut it in half. As half as you can get it. I mean, it don't have, like I said, it don't have to be perfect. And then I think I want to take it and I want to glue here so it will stick down. I might use double-sided tape because I'm going to glue my fabric down to the inside too. So I'm going to use tape and glue. Tape just to get it to stick there for until the glue dries. Okay. Now, if you don't know how long you want your straps, your closure. Um, just go ahead and cut it, and then, adhere it. And then after you're done making your journal, you can obviously cut your closure just a little shorter. So there is that. Now we're going to do this side first because I've got to go around this window. Ooh, ooh, that doesn't look good. Okay, where's my paintbrush? There it is. So go ahead and put your glue down, Mod Podge, whatever you're going to use to adhere your fabric, and go ahead and get it all over. Now, if you don't want to add a window, all you got to do is just, do what you're doing on this side. Just put your glue all down, and then uh, your fabric. Now, mine's going to be hanging over just a little bit. I will obviously trim it down a little, but you don't have to have it. Um, like I do, you don't have to have it hanging down or anything like that. You can do whatever it is that you would like to do. I don't. Okay, sorry, getting a little sidetracked here. I don't want that. There we go. So, I need to open my other bottle of Mod Podge. I don't have no more decoupage, but that's okay. This one here will work just as good. Now again, you normally I would, when I use fabrics, I would sew after I sew my journal cover, after I get all my fabrics laid down, and it looks really cool. It really does, but um, I am not going to do that with this because, like I said, I want to have it beginner friendly. And I know when I first started making these journals, um, I couldn't find a lot of videos that was beginner friendly. It was always, sew this and sew that and do this and do that. And I just want this to be as simple as I can get it, so no one feels intimidated to make this. So for here, I'm gonna double up, I think, for the spine. I always like to add reinforcement on the spine because that's where your signatures are going to be sewn, and you don't want them to come loose. So and I want to make sure I get around the window but not too far. So, because I don't want the tape to show where I glued it in. Perfect. Again, I'm going to have fabric hanging. And I'm not doing this perfect, guys. I'm not like, I'm not going, oh yeah, this needs to be even here and it, this needs to be straight. I'm not doing that because I'm not seeking perfection. I'm seeking uniqueness and eclectic, kind of, if you will. That's how I like to do things because that's what feels good to me. You can do it as perfect as you want it. You can do it as straight, whatever, whatever feels good to you, you do it. Me, I'm more eclectic. I like that feel of things. So, need to add some more Mod of the Podge. Now, my Mod Podge I get from the Dollar Tree. I think you can still get it for $1.25. They're raising prices again, and I hate that because I would go there to get uh, journal supplies. But now, with it so expensive, getting there anyway, I just don't even like going there and buying my supplies anymore because it's getting too expensive. Let me fix my camera so I can. There. I need to fix my desk. It's looking kind of rough. It's looking rough. But yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous, the prices of things. Now, I gotta trim off the end here, this end, and again, I just want to rip it because I like the frayed edges. You don't have to do it that way. You can just cut it off and let it be what it is. Me, I'm extra. I like extra. So, okay. And keep all your scrap fabrics. We're going to use those to make embellishments for the journal. Okay. That's what I should have done. Done it like this. And then lay that on top. Okay. Pulling this up so you can see. I lifted that corner up because I want this to look somewhat uniform. Not perfect, but somewhat uniformed. There's no sense in me going all crazy if I don't have to. Have it looking at least somewhat like someone who made this had sense. Okay, so fun fact, I'm recording this and I hit my mouse and it stopped, so I have to take two videos and put them together. I hate it when I do that stuff, but I don't want to redo this video because I can't just take this cover apart and remake it. There's just no doing that. So I'm going to have to do that. That should be interesting. I'm not sure how that's going to look, but bear with me, friends. I'm going to do the best I can to make it look good. I love ripping fabrics. Okay, so now we got this part up here to do. And this fabric, this piece anyway, will be perfect. as soon as I put this back down. Now I will better tack that, but right now, oh yeah, perfect. Where'd my, there it is. The key to having your fabric to stay down is make sure you use enough adhesive. That is very important. A lot of people, some people that I've seen doing these is like, I don't know why my fabric keeps coming up. Maybe I should have sewed it. If you use enough adhesive, it's going to work. It'll stay. And I'm going to cut down my inside fabrics because it's just too long. So I'm going to use, I want to cut that down just a little bit. So maybe on the bottom. Okay. There. There. Let's see. How does that look? Yeah, that looks good. Okay, I like that. Now, on the spine, I'm going to go ahead and leave it like that. Leave it hanging. So now you have the inside of your journal made. Look at that. I love that. That is so pretty. Now, this looks a mess. At least to me, it looks a mess on the inside. But I promise after you sew your signature in, it's just going to look a lot better. I love it. I like the way that it looks. I think it looks wonderful. It has a lot of uniqueness and charm, and that's what counts. And if you like it, girl, go ahead, do it. Or guy, whoever it is, do what you do and love what you do, and don't let anything sway you from creating the things that you love and how you love it. So there is that journal cover. I really like that. No, 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 no. So my end thing come undone. Uh, my my closure come undone. Okay, okay. So that's all we're gonna do to this. This needs to dry, and I need to let it be. So, as far as anything else done in the journal itself, like pockets or whatever, we're going to do as we go to embellish our cover, our journal anyway, and that will happen when we get our signatures made and get those things ready to sew in to our journal. But I'm loving this cover. I really am. I think it looks absolutely amazing. I love the inside of it too. I love this fabric, and I cannot wait to get my signatures put in and start creating uh, embellishments and all of that. But the next thing we're going to do is our signatures. We're going to let our journal cover dry, and then um, we will come back next week and we will do our signatures. And signatures are fun. Signatures don't take very long to do. I don't think anyway. Embellishments, I think take the longest, and uh, and I think it's more fun doing the embellishments now that I've done, a few journals. I enjoy doing the embellishments, the pockets and tags and journal cards and all of that fun stuff. So, anyway, guys, here is my journal cover. I cannot wait to see what you create. No doubt it's going to be absolutely awesome. So, for that, guys, that's all for the journal cover. We will come back next week and we will start working on signatures. I hope you guys are enjoying this and have a great rest of your day.